Hello and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is day number 128 of the 365-day trivia road trip. This is a year full of random knowledge trivia quizzes posted every single day. There's 20 questions up front. At the very end of the video, there is a question 21 tiebreaker if you need to stick around for that. Thank you for watching, and good luck. Question number 1. In 68-degree dry air, this limit is about 343 meters per second. It was first broken on a skydive by Felix Baumgartner. What is the name for this limit, which is equal to Mach 1? That limit is the sound barrier. Question number 2. Terracing can slow down this process on a hillside, while removing trees can speed up this process, as the roots can no longer hold onto the soil. What name is given to this process of transporting material by wind or water? The term we're looking for is erosion. Question number 3. This character used to have feelings for Amy Lawrence, but fell in love with the girl he saw in front of Jeff Thatcher's house. Who is this Mark Twain character who testified that Injun Joe, not Muff Potter, murdered Dr. Robinson? That character was Tom Sawyer. Question number 4. The complex roots of polynomials are the subject of the fundamental theorem of this subject, whose name comes from a 9th century book by a Persian mathematician. What is the name of this branch of mathematics that it solves equations like 3x plus 4 equals 0? The answer is algebra. Question number 5. In this book, Elizabeth Lavenza is murdered by a creation of her adopted brother Victor. That creation from what 1818 novel sees his reflection in a pool and realizes he is hideous, sending him into a murderous rage? That novel is Frankenstein. Question number 6. When liquid, these can be distilled to leave a residue. Water is considered a universal one of these. This half of a solution typically has more volume than its counterpart. What is the name for these substances in which a solute is dissolved? A solute is dissolved in a solvent. Question number 7. Characters such as Thomas Andrews appear in A Night to Remember, a book which took place on board the RMS Titanic that sank in 1912 after hitting an iceberg. Another character in this book was what real-life woman nicknamed the Unsinkable after she survived the disaster? Her name was Molly Brown, the unsinkable Molly Brown. Question number 8. This natural feature is located off the coast of Queensland and contains no atolls. The calcium carbonate shells of the creatures who live here have experienced coral bleaching. What is the name of this Australian natural feature which is the largest living structure in the world? The answer is the Great Barrier Reef. Question number 9. Official competition in the air version of this sport requires an 8-foot table. The field version of this sport is the national sport of Pakistan, and famous players of another version of what sport include Mario Lemieux and Sidney Crosby? Those are all versions of hockey. Question number 10. This event was caused by a drought combined with the failure of farmers to use methods such as crop rotation. It caused thousands of Okies to migrate to California. What name was given to this weather event that often caused black clouds to appear over the Great Plains in 1930s? That was known as the Dust Bowl. Question number 11. The CEO of this company, Elizabeth Holmes, was indicted for wire fraud in a trial that began in August of 2021. What was the name of this health tech company that falsely claimed it could perform elaborate medical tests on mere drops of blood? The name of that company was Theranos. Question number 12. The first person to accomplish this task did it at Oxford's Iffley Road Track. Doing this requires running an average of 15 miles per hour. What is this track and field accomplishment first completed by Roger Bannister in 1954? The answer is running a 4-minute mile. Question number 13. These people's code of conduct is called Vinaya. They are allowed to eat food from dawn to noon only, which has to be formally offered directly into their hands. Many of these people practice daily meditation while living in a monastery. Who are these devotees of the Buddhist religion? The answer is monks, Buddhist monks. Question 14. The only confirmed footprint of this dinosaur is in New Mexico. One specimen of this dinosaur is nicknamed Sue. Some debate exists over whether this theropod was a scavenger or a fierce predator. What is the name of this large, powerfully jawed carnivorous dinosaur with tiny arms? The answer is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Question 15. A requirement for these buildings is that they contain a qibla, and that the area in front must be roofed. These buildings are places for salat and are led by an imam. Some of these buildings have minarets, from where the call to prayer is made. What is this house of worship in Islam? An Islamic house of worship is called a mosque. Question 16. This kind of economy relies on the free market to help generate profit from investments. What is the name for this kind of economy that emphasizes private property and working for wages, such as in the United States? This free market economy is known as capitalism. Question number 17. A man named John with this last name wrote the Olympic fanfare. This last name also belonged to Ted, who was an outstanding baseball player for the Boston Red Sox in the 1940s and 50s. What is this last name also shared with two great tennis-playing sisters? John, Ted, Venus, and Serena Williams. Williams is the answer. Question number 18. The angel Moroni told this man the location of the golden plates, which were outside of his western New York home. What is the name of this man whose translation of those plates became the major text of the religion he founded? That man, Joseph Smith. Question number 19. This man's sons, Uday and Qusay, were killed by U.S. forces in Mosul. He served as Iraq's 5th president until 2003. He infamously invaded Kuwait in 1990 for oil. What was the name of this Iraqi leader who was captured in 2003 and executed in 2006? The answer is Saddam Hussein. And question 20. In one story concerning this fairy tale character, her tears are able to cure a blinded prince. A deal is made to trade this girl for Rampion, stolen by her parents with a neighboring enchantress. Who is this Brothers Grimm fairy tale character that is called to let down your hair? The answer is Rapunzel. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching today's episode of ROADTRIpVIA. Check back tomorrow. It'll be episode number 129. It'll also be the first day that I've recorded trivia since I got back from the cruise. All of the quizzes from today through the last couple weeks were recorded on one day right before I left for the cruise. So if I have any good stories, those will start tomorrow on day number 129. Subscribe to follow along to this channel for trivia and good cruise stories. Here's question 21, the tiebreaker. George and Martha are planting gardens and need to know the total area. George's garden is 4 feet long and 3 feet wide, and Martha's is a square with 2 foot long sides. What is the total area of both gardens? The answer is 16 square feet. George's garden is 4 feet long and 3 feet wide. That's 12 square feet. Plus Martha's is a square with 2 foot long. That's 4 more. 16 square feet is the answer. You're not going to get a very big garden out of 16 square feet. That's not important, but that is the answer. See you tomorrow.